changing this system, the heating system of our house. It's gonna be in our balcony over there. But what's the sudden change going on? Let me tell you what happened.
2 weeks ago, two workers came to our house. I was at work. My wife, they knocked at the door. My wife opened the door, and they came from başkent Gaz. Başkent Gaz is the company that provides our area, our district, with natural gas. They came to control if there's any gas leak. It was all right. They checked on our heater, combi, and they said you need to change your combi, your heater. My wife said, okay. Is there anything else? She said, they checked on the kitchen, and they said you need to open a fan in the balcony. My wife said, okay. And they said, that's why we'll have to close your combi and heating system. And my wife said, you can't do that. 2 weeks ago, it was cold here. It was really chilly. And my wife said, for God's sake, we have an infant. We have Danny, the baby. So you can't turn it off because we will be able to do it if that's what you're asking for. The two guys, they were absolutely rude. They turned off our combi heating and they locked it from the outside. And then my wife called me, of course, and I was at work, and she said, two guys came from başkent Gaz and they locked our heating system. I said, what? How does that happen? And I also heard around some of my friends that başkent Gaz is going around and to check and their houses if there's any problem. The thing is, we didn't have any kind of gas leak. But at the same time, I'm aware of that the combi with this kind of funnel chimney, is sort of dangerous. You need to control it every year or maybe every 6 months. So I'm aware of that. I'm also aware that I need to take that combi out of the kitchen and outside. But of course I need a budget for that. These guys locked our combi, and of course I came home, it was locked, and our house started to really be cold. I started to look for some people to check and to open a fan, and they told my wife, if you open a fan in your balcony, we will turn on your combi, and that will be tomorrow. It was Friday, so they will turn it on Saturday, and I didn't want that to happen. So I immediately hit to başkent Gaz, and I waited there, and I started to ask for who's responsible for this kind of issues. I found the coordinator who sent the people to go and control and check in our area. I found him and I said, why didn't you give us a notice beforehand? He said, well, we did. There's a notice in your building. To be honest, I had seen some papers around explaining that there's this kind of new mechanism of combi that you need to install in your house, and it's preferably good idea to have. And there are some other letters written in Turkish I didn't read because please, someone explain to me of what's going on over there. I didn't get it. I didn't think, which is my mistake. To be objective, it can be my mistake. So I'll be objective. I hold also responsibility of having the knowledge or being acknowledged about what's going on in the building, or what are the new legislations or the new rules going on. So I told the man that I wasn't informed, I didn't know about that, and at least if your guys, the workers who came and put a notice letter like, we will come later in 10 days or 2 weeks, and then we would like some
the things, the errors or the lacks we had in our kitchen, get them fixed within 2 weeks or in a time frame. But that did not happen. Exactly. So that was all my point. I'm absolutely pro the idea of having safety inside your house in terms of the heating system, the gas, the natural gas. Even we're changing the system in our kitchen in terms of not using any tubes anymore, but using the natural gas itself. So we're doing that today. But the idea, come on, başkent gas, you can do really better than this. I mean, I consider you as an authority of on this because I'm not only a customer, but also I'm a citizen, and I need your protection more than anything else. And if there was a mistake, so you should acknowledge me personally before taking any further steps without any kind of permission. So that was my point. I hope I got my point delivered. Okay, Henry, enough ranting. Let's just grab something to eat. In this vlog, I'm trying to be as much objective as possible. If that happens, I mean, imagine you have a woman inside with a child and it's a cold weather outside. It's raining and it's cold weather. You can't turn the heat off without a consent. And also, you don't have the consent to enter the house without a legal paper. I consider that is really amateur behavior on the workers the workers of başkent gas, and I delivered this kind of notion to the coordinator who sent them. But unfortunately, of course, I really totally understand them. They should have been more objective on the thing. I'm not there to complain. I'm not here even to complain. I'm here just to share an idea and a thought that you need to, and even if I am wrong, the kitchen setting in our house probably is inappropriate, but it's still not dangerous, and we don't have any kind of leak in our kitchen. So we really deserve to have a notice before turning off our heating system. You could do better, başkent gas. I wish you really understand that I'm trying to be constructive, not destructive. Thank you very much.